Hello, everyone. I am your host, the Mad Hatter. Me? 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 Ah, I am the bounty hunter from Montana, Mad Hatter. And now, I'd like to wish Clari a happy 1-year anniversary on Facebook. Enjoy.
Facebook. YouTube, honey. YouTube.
Yes, your face. Anyhow, I'd like to wish her a happy 1-year anniversary on FaceTube. And
YouTube.
right back at YouTube.
You're such a...
Anyhow, I'd like to wish her a happy 1-year anniversary on YouTube. And welcome all to the Tea Party collaboration station. Hope you brought your tea. There's no tea.
Why didn't you make no tea? You're the Mad Hatter.
I don't know. That's a good question. No tea. But anyways, I hope you're all excited to be here today. Enjoy the Alice in Wonderland themed festivities. And a very, very merry birthday to you. Unless it's your birthday, in which case, you can all get lost from Montana. Anyhow, everyone, welcome, enjoy, and again, congratulations on your FaceTube, Clari.
You're such a dork. Bye.
Bye.
Alright, guys, so welcome to It's a Tea Party collaboration celebration for Clari's 1 year. It's hosted by Clari's Creation Part 2 and me. I'm her co-host. And we have a wonderful collaboration here. We're all going to do tea parties. Anything tea party goes. I'm going to do Alice in Wonderland. It's kind of more whimsy and kind of more my style. This is going to be my first project here. I got a little teacup that I had in my stash. And this moss I had off of Amazon. Stuff that I ordered last year. I'm going to grab one of these little teapots that I had in my stash as well. That I purchased from one of our collab things from that I had to use in our Just Our Imagination projects. I'm going to use one of those. I'm going to glue that down to the inside of our little teacup. And then I'm going to put down some of this moss. This moss is very... The texture is very weird feeling, okay? It's very stringy. And it has kind of like a... I don't know, it's very cool texture. Let's just put it that way. It kind of feels like nylon almost. Like it's... I don't know, it's weird. It's a weird texture. Anyway, I got some of these. These are I think they're almost like resin kind of things, mushrooms in here. I'm gonna glue a couple of those down, and then I grabbed one of these little hats out of my stash. These also came off of Amazon, but I've had them in my stash for a while. And then I'm gonna cut a piece of ribbon in half. You kind of saw me do that. I'm just gonna wrap this around and leaving longer tails. I do both pieces of this ribbon just to kind of layer it a little bit. But like I said, I'm gonna leave the tails long because we're doing the Mad Hatter's hat. And the Mad Hatter has tails in the back of his hat. He also has a couple of hat pins in his hat. Of course, I don't have hat pins, and we're going to do a miniature. So I'm going to make my own hat pins. So I just grabbed out a few of these just regular sewing pins that we have here. And I'm going to glue a little bead onto the onto these here, and I'm just going to stick these down in our little hat. Just kind of give it a little bit more of a elegant detailing here. These just have a little bit of a color to kind of go along with a little bit more of a, like I said, a detail. And we're just going to glue these right down to our little pin here. Now, the one thing I forgot to add to this hat is his little white sign on there that says like the 6/10. I did forget to add that, but I believe that's on the left side, which is actually facing my wall here, my glue and stuff like that over towards my cup and all that. So you wouldn't have been able to see it facing that anyway. But anyway, I did grab a little wood round and I put a little clock face onto this. And now I grabbed out a piece of gold chain. I actually got that from Hobby Lobby. So I cut out this chain here that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I grab out 2 of these, oh my gosh, a bulb pins, I believe they're called. And I did punch a hole in this. You kind of saw me do that while I was yakking. But I cut a hole, or punched a hole out with my crocodile, and just put the ball pin in there, and then we cooked the chain up there, and then I put another ball pin in the other end of this chain, and we're going to actually hook this to our hat. I'm just going to connect it to his ribbon going around his hat, and then I'm going to tack down the hat to the cup here, so that ain't going to go anywhere. All this is very done loosely too, so if I really wanted to tear this stuff apart, I could. So I did grab this. I do have a deck of cards of Alice in Wonderland. I got that off of Amazon a while back. I was going to try to stick the queen in there, but I was just like, nah. I don't have anything really that's going to represent the queen in this. So I actually put down the little rabbit, because he has the pocket watch and everything. So I kind of stuck him down. And then the other card has like a bunch of images from the show and the movie and everything like that. So now we're just adding a couple little bits of the moss down at the bottom. I grabbed one of these little teacups. Got these off of Temu a while back. I was going to try to do a different design, but it didn't really turn out, so I grabbed just a marker, and I'm just actually doing squiggles around it. I wanted to do some kind of weird, kooky design. We're doing Tea Party, and we're doing Mad Hatter, so, I mean, what goes kooky more than whimsy and than the Mad Hatter and Alice in Wonderland? So we are going with just squiggles and like little dots all over this little teacup, and I just kind of went with it. I wanted to try to do some kind of like I actually did do it off camera, but it didn't turn out, so I ended up cutting it out. I don't like doing that all the time, but I was already running way over on this video, so I didn't want to do too much of that. But I ended up cutting it out. I tried doing like the diamond pattern and everything. Like I said, didn't work. Washed it off, everything like that. So here I'm adding some more flowers, and I add another mushroom over there in the end. Wanted to make this very colorful and everything. Added another one of the foam mushrooms and everything, and here we go. Project number 2. So I know that I've talked about it before on my channel. I have been wanting and dying to make a Alice in Wonderland junk journal, you guys. So I ordered this off of Amazon, and I do have a haul video, guys, and I just have not had a chance to get it uploaded and out to you guys, but I got a bunch of stuff coming up, and you will see that probably after this video, to be honest, because I haven't had a chance to get it uploaded. So you're going to see a bunch of stuff that I'm going to have in my haul that I'm using in this video. I mean, it just ended up happening that way. But I got all these images and everything like that I'm using in this off of Amazon. The book included off of Amazon. So I am not using a real old book, like the Golden Book. It's not old in standard form. I ordered off of Amazon. It's brand new. So I'm just ripping pages out that I wanted to use. Guys, I want to do a junk journal. Like I said, I've been wanting to do this for a while. So here I'm just going to cut down the pages that I chose out of my images that I decided I was going to do. Out of these pages that I've been ripping out, I'm also going to be using the book pages itself, because I wanted to include that as well. So this one is just about the Mad Hatter's Tea Party. I have 2 books. I decided I was going to do 2 versions of the Mad Hatter, or of Alice in Wonderland, excuse me. So this one's just going to be about the tea party, and then I have one that is all Alice in Wonderland. So I thought, since we're doing this tea party version, I'll start this one and just have stuff about the tea party. So the one downside about these pages, you kind of saw that they were a little bit smaller, is that they're smaller size, so they were harder for me to figure out how I was going to put these in my journal, because they're not the 12 by 12. 12 by 12 you can usually fold in half and usually get to a size that you want, and because these are a smaller book, I had a hard time figuring out how I was going to do it. So I actually had to glue these 2 images together to try to sandwich them, to have them to double-sided like I was doing right there. It does work out, but it just kind of makes stuff a little bit kitty-wampus, if that makes sense. Some of the pages got a little off-kilter and a little glued funny, and it's like it just settled weird. I don't know. It just... And the spine is a little bit thicker than what it should be, because these were lined up that way because I had to glue them. So the glue made it thicker, stuff like that. I did add some smaller pieces in this. I didn't show me ripping those out, but it is what it is. So I'm just kind of putting my book together right now. And I'm just kind of showing you the kind of stuff that I'm putting together here. I am putting the pages together. I did a couple of bigger pieces to kind of add more stability. And I'm just kind of, like I said, putting these all together on top of each other. Here's a couple more of those pictures that I had to rip out of the smaller book. I'm not going to show you me gluing them all together anymore, because you saw me do it the one time. I'm not going to show you me doing that again. But these are some of the images that I did on folding, and they're going to be smaller ones. Like I said, they're not all going to be the same size. But once I got this all figured out and everything, it got really... once I was editing this too, and I kind of figured out the reason why it got really off kilter and really kitty-wampus is probably the way I ended up sewing this together. This is my very first junk journal that I've actually got the nerve up to sew together myself. So this is something that I actually have put together myself. This is my very first one. So I guess I'm somewhat proud of it, but I just wish that it would have lined up better. but I think I figured out why it didn't line up. And it all started when I was putting this together. So you'll kind of see me do it here in a minute. After I get everything here said and done and lined up, I'm just kind of making sure that everything's sitting down right and all kind of where I want it here. I am going to cut this big top piece off here. This is just another piece. Like I said, I added this other piece just to make sure that it's an extra, to make sure it's got more stability. But once I get everything, all my pages set to where I need them, I'm going to actually put that aside with a clamp. Now we got to put our binding on here, and I just use washi tape to do that, and I just basically taped all the way around our thing. Now I don't have a haul, or an awl, excuse me, I kind of said it wrong. I said it with an H. An awl. I have to get me one of those yet. So I'm actually just using my Cricut. They have those Cricut things that you can get from Dollar Tree with the little poke thing or whatever. And I'm just basically going in where I marked. And I did not measure this all that well because I already had my pages all kind of marked out by the actual pages. I'm actually just punching this to where I know it'll all fit in this book, okay? So I just did 3 punches here, and now I'm going to line it up on my spine here, and I'm going to punch again through all of my pages and into my washi tape spine, just to get it to punch through that tape. Like I said, this would be a lot easier with an awl because you only have so much leeway with that thing poking through, okay? Once that is poked through and you have your holes based through, I did get a needle and some baker's twine. I'm using baker's twine with this. It's kind of the only thread I really had, unless I used like regular twine, like sewing stuff, and that was going to be too thin. I didn't want it to break on me, and I wanted to make sure this was really tight. But I went through the top, or went through the middle of it first and the inside. Now, this is where I made a mistake here, guys. I left this in to make sure that you guys see this mistake here. Now, I realized right here that my pages were upside down in my book. My cover was upside down and my pages were. So I had to go back through and flip it. Make sure you're lining your stuff up before you start trying to sew your stuff down. I left this in because I was just like, really? And this is kind of where I think I realized where I got my papers all kittywampus, because I was so frustrated with myself, and I just want to get this done. It's not easy to stick the paper in, and this is also something that wasn't easy, is that I'm trying to stick that paper in right where that hole is, and here I'm trying to line it in through all these papers like this, so they're not even, like they were all nicely done and everything like that when I first started. So you see all of them all weird and everything like that right now. But anyway, I'm going to stick it up through the top, and then I'm going to go through the inside of the middle. You can kind of see what I'm doing here. So I went through the middle of it inside the book. I went around the back side, up through the middle, in the inside, and now I'm going to go through the inside bottom and go through that. And now I'm going to go back through the middle hole again through the back side to get this to work. I'm glad you guys can see what I'm doing, because that probably made no sense whatsoever. But if you can see what I'm doing, this is how you're going to sew your book. Just make sure that you're not doing what I'm doing, because this is going to get your pages all messed up. I mean, none of them are even right now. But like I said, this is we are doing a Alice in Wonderland, and what is an Alice in Wonderland? It's all neat and tidy. I mean, be honest. I mean, there's nothing that is neat and tidy in Alice in Wonderland. Everything's a little mad in Alice in Wonderland. So, so we're going with the flow in this. So you're gonna want to pull this really tight. Make sure everything is super, super tight. You see how it's loose in the middle? You do not want that. So here I'm pulling through, trying to figure out where the spot is where it's going to pull my inside there really tight. There we go. I figured it out where it was that was really loose, and we're going to pull that tightly. So then we're going to pull tight, and then we're going to tie it off tightly. You're going to want this tight to keep your pages in. And there we go. Now it's all secure. Everything's great. All said and done. So, I'm not sure why I'm showing you all of this. I mean, I probably could have cut some of this out, but we're going to get into what I called project number 3. I'm not going to be able to decorate all of it, of course, but we're going to go into project number 3 right now, and we're going to do some decorating, just briefly. So, I'm going to take this black paper here. It's kind of got a little bit of a design on it, and I'm just going to cut this out, and we're going to make a little bit of a pocket here right in front. I really liked this mushroom paper, and that's the reason why it's in the front. But mushrooms to me scream Alice in Wonderland. And we're going to cut that down to size, and then we're just going to stick a little hot glue down on the 3 sides, and we're just going to stick that right down in front, and that's going to be our little pocket. And then I got this little pouch, and it's full of a whole bunch of stickers and everything like that. Like I said, I do have a haul coming to you. I've got a little teacup here. I did fussy cut around that. I did not show that because I didn't think you needed to see that. But I did fussy cut around there. Stuck the little teacup down. The little flower. And then this one says, other way, that way, all that kind of stuff. And then tea party. And it's kind of facing the other way. So here's where I kind of go in and decorate the binding of my book. So I know, like, in the book and on the movie, they have kind of like a pinkish tablecloth. So that's kind of my mind goes with, and it's like I said, it's whimsy. So I kind of wanted the spine to have kind of more of that pink, elegant look to the spine. So I'm going to go with this ribbon around, kind of the same. It's the same ribbon we used for the Mad Hatter's hat too. And I'm just going to go around and decorate our our spine and kind of cover up that that washi tape too. Give it a little bit more flair instead of just that washi tape. And I'm just gonna go around and kind of double that up a little bit because it wasn't long enough. And we're just going to glue that all down, make it all pretty. I am using hot glue, as you see. Just making sure everything's stuck down. I'm gonna cut the little excess off right there. I probably will add some more stuff to the front of it as well, but I did want to use the actual book as well to that too, so we did stick with that. Here I did want to cover this. I mean, I could have left the ABC, but I wanted to add another picture to this. I really liked these mushrooms. It has kind of like the moon and like, I think it's like a mothy butterfly kind of look to it. It's very pretty. So I went with this kind of paper, and we're going to cover this up. We're just going to cut that out, cut around this little paper. I'm going to grab out one of my little doilies here. And I'm actually grab out one of my little glue pens here. I have mentioned them on one of my other channels before, or my other videos, but if you have not heard me talk about these glue pens, these are wonderful when it comes to like little tiny areas like this. They're great because you can get in all the little nooks and crannies, especially around like little doilies and stuff like this. You can get them off of Amazon, and if I remember, I will try to remember to link them down below. But I am just basically going around and gluing all around that little doily. And then I'm going to add this little teacup down here in the corner. I'm going to go and grab this sticker here. I do fussy cut around here. I don't show you all of it. But it's a little Mad Hatter hat. It's kind of a pinkish color. And once I get all of that cut out, I am going to stick that right down onto my my little tea party set here. On this page here, I do add some washi tape to this. This is one of the pages that I had to glue together, and you could kind of see some of that in the edge, and I didn't want that to be shown. So I grabbed some gold washi tape. I'm just kind of going around the edge to that and covering that up. It gives it a little bit of flair to the page, and it just kind of, it covers up that edging. I'm gonna grab out one of my clocks here, and I'm gonna glue that down. I don't know why I'm still searching and why I didn't cut that out, but anyway, I'm gonna grab out this little clock here, and we're gonna stick that down up here in the little corner. But this one here, my camera ended up shutting off on me. Just so you guys are aware. Oh, I guess I'm getting ahead of myself. I forgot about it. I'm sticking down stickers here too. This book here I got from Amazon. Or not Amazon, Hobby Lobby. This one has a lot of great images, especially for like cottagecore and everything. So it has great teacups and all that kind of stuff in it. So if you guys are looking for anything like that, Hobby Lobby, or was it Michael's? Might have been Michael's. Gosh, I don't remember. Sorry. Anyway, this is kind of where I ended up losing my my footing here. I cut this out. I was gonna make a pocket for right here in this little space, and I ended up messing up my glue and had to wipe it off because I was gluing upside down. And I ended up gluing it down, and you guys missed that because my camera shut off. So we're going to get into the final reveal, and I will show you what I ended up doing because, like I said, I ended up cutting it off. But here is our final reveal. Guys, make sure you guys go check everybody out. Make sure you go give Clari some love and wish her a happy anniversary. This is her 1 year anniversary being on YouTube. Go like, subscribe. Give her your attention because she deserves more subscribers than what she has right now, you guys. She does amazing work and she deserves so much more than what she has right now. She's trying to get to 500, but she honestly should be to 1,000 by now. She does amazing work and she deserves it. She does deserve it. So go give her a shout out, guys. Here's our little pocket here. I put a couple of our little cards down in here. This is Alice and the Mad Hatter. And then I'm gonna kind of flip through the pages a little quickly. I don't hover too much into this, but I do show that I did go and stick down a couple of pieces of the tape, the washi tape in some of those places that we needed it. But yeah, we didn't decorate too much of that. Just stuck down a couple of stickers and everything, and we'll move on and we'll decorate some of this in the future because this is definitely a spring thing to me in my mind. So we're gonna be working on this a few times. So I hope you guys enjoy, and we have more videos coming up. I have Junk Journaling Our Way coming up here at the end of this month, so we're going to be getting into that here real shortly too. And I probably will do some Alice in Wonderland in that as well. So if you guys enjoyed this, make sure you like, subscribe, and click that little notification bell, and you will be notified every time I upload a new video. God bless you all, and make sure you check everybody else out. Bye!